Hi, cooking in France is quite an art, and when we look up the verb to cook, we get cuire, love that word, cuire or cuisiner, and quite frankly, using them in the right context is quite important. So today, you're going to look at some synonyms of cuire, how to use these words in real situations so you can see which word to use for cooking, and of course, as always, how to remember them. If you know anybody who would like to know this, please do share. Now, I'm Christine Cam, founder of Simply French Online, creator of the Real French Method, making your French learning rewarding, effective and adventurous learning. Let's dive in with cuire synonyms. On s'y met. I'd like to know how many you would recognise. So we're going to go slow and you've got a chance to just think it through beforehand. So cuisiner, to cook. And an example would be, tu aimes cuisiner? Oh oui, j'adore. Oh, peut-être pas. Non, je n'aime pas cuisiner. That's cooking in general. Préparer is when you put something together to make something. Basically, although you're saying I'm going to cook something, you're preparing the dinner. Ce soir, on va préparer un bon repas ensemble. Ça marche? So we're going to put a good meal together. We're going to prepare a good meal. And yet in English, we'd still say cook. Oh, let's cook a good meal together. Faire. When would you use faire to do? Well, qu'est-ce qu'on fait pour nos invités demain soir? What are we doing for our guests tomorrow night? What are we doing? What are we making? What are we cooking, we might even say? That in this context, faire, it's fine. Qu'est-ce qu'on fait pour nos invités demain soir? What is bouillir? Difficult to pronounce. It's got the ou sound in, and the I-double-L is a y sound. So go ou, y. And then the ending is ear. Take it really slow before you try and combine all those vowel sounds. Bouillir. So the I-double-L is almost like a y. Bouillir. There you go, bouillir. And just get faster with it. But what does it mean? To boil. Bouillir l'eau pour les pâtes. Boil the water for the pasta. Passer à la poêle. Well, if you're going to passer à la poêle, we'd say, oh, I'll just cook those sausages in this pan. But actually, what you're saying is you're frying. Passer à la poêle. Fais passer à la poêle jusqu'à ce que ça soit doré. So, put it in the pan, cook it, you see? Cook it in the pan until it's golden. Réchauffer. Re and ré on the front of a verb is to do it again. Chauffer is the verb that connects with the word froid and chaud. You might start recognizing it now. Chaud means warm or hot or heat. So you've got réchauffer, the verb that goes with that word you already know. Réchauffer, therefore, is to reheat. And in context, because this is the way to learn, if you want to learn this word, make something with it. On dit qu'il ne faut réchauffer la nourriture qu'un maximum de 2 fois. So they say that you must only reheat your food for a maximum of 2 times. So they say. So notice the que here. This is que, meaning only in this situation. Only a maximum of 2 times. Étuver. Étuver is to steam. Les légumes cuits à l'étuvée sont meilleurs pour la santé. Steamed vegetables, or cooked from steaming, are best for the health. Rôtir. To roast. A good rôti. Pour faire un bon rôti, suivez attentivement les instructions. Yes, how do you like your rôti? Flamber. I think most of us who are familiar with cooking might know flamber for your crème brûlée, for example. To flame. On dit que la meilleure crème brûlée est flambée. Can you see how it's not just about presenting the vocabulary? It's really about which vocabulary would suit you, and then make something with it, do something with it. Start putting sentences together that you would use in your life, because memorizing lists, it's not only boring, it's ineffective. Brûler? How about that? Surely you know that one now. She says, having given you a sneak peek just there. Brûler is to burn. Oh mince, j'ai brûlé les petits pains. Ils sont vraiment trop cuits. They're overcooked. Too much, too cooked, overcooked. And cramer is a synonym of brûler, so you probably already got it, but it's far more common to say cramer when you've cooked something for too long and it's looking pretty black. Chérie, notice it's in the masculine. Chérie, tu as vraiment cramé la casserole. Encore. You've really burnt that pan. Again. Mijoter. Any idea what mijoter means? Eh bien, mijoter is really useful because it's simmering. Mijoter. So, ça veut dire cuire lentement à petit feu. À petit feu. Now, this comes from the fact that normally when you're cooking something, it's on a gas stove, but we've moved on from just gas. We've got induction, we've got all sorts of different ways, but we still say à petit feu. And notice, cook it slowly over a little flame or a little heat. It's the same, even though you're saying feu. So there you go. There's the list of words that you can use to put together as your synonyms for cuire or cuisiner, to cook. Please though, don't just try and cram all those words in all at once. You'll just fry your brain. What's the point? It really doesn't work unless you want to learn a list for the sake of it. Put up a little list by the cooker so that you're reminded of these each time, or in the drawer where you keep your pans or wherever it is you keep them. Use the words in context each time you use them. And I'd also say change the tense. So before you open the drawer, before you go and reach for that pan, it's je vais whatever. Let's say je vais passer les saucisses à la poêle. While you're doing it, je passe. Okay, je passe les saucisses à la poêle. And afterwards you're taking them off and you go, j'ai fini, j'ai passé à la poêle les saucisses. So just play with it, and that's how to remember. It's learning it is just memorizing it. Speaking it connects with a different part of your brain. Living it means it's going to pop up when you want to in the right context. And that's exactly what we do on Immersive Homestays for your learning. I focus on your learning. You're surrounded with French, and I'm helping you making it come alive. So it sticks in your brain and it's not just a list. Who wants just lists? So there you go. Merci tout le monde. À la prochaine.